Our fire happened about 1 o'clock in the morning, and those blessed Bel Aircraft workers caught us.
Yeah,
We jumped out of an upstairs window.
they helped us out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we would have gotten out without them. And our brother
Yeah.
didn't get out. So
No. There was an explosion.
there was an explosion, but we don't know from what for sure. There was a lot of speculation, but they never found any definitive source. There were stories all over, like our dad had owed money to the mafia and they bombed the place because he wouldn't pay him.
It was ridiculous.
Which I think was preposterous. But,
Yeah.
there were all kinds of stories around. But
We were sort of
We
knocked
never-
out of bed, and we made it to the kitchen, which was very close to the stairs going down and outside. And I must have passed out, and Uncle Chris stumbled on me and picked me up, and we made it to the landing. And
I was hanging on to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and Uncle Chris made it down the stairs. He wore a long white nightie.
We had heavy sheepskin slippers, too, that he wore.
I didn't
And
see
we were
his.
barefoot. He always wore those heavy
Yeah.
sheepskin slippers.
And he started down the stairs and come with me, and he was trying to pull us down. And the flames were coming through the stairs.
They were too hot.
So
We couldn't go down.
we held back, and he kept running. And the funniest sight was looking out of that window and seeing CA run to the corner to turn the fire in with that white nightshirt. He looked so funny. But we opened the window that had been painted shut for years. And my parents could not believe that we opened that window.
It was a stair landing. You're down a few steps, then there was a landing and a window there, and then go down the main part of the steps. And those were the ones that were on fire.
Below that window was a canopy for a side door.
Yeah.
And some of the men boosted somebody up there to catch us as we come out of the window.
Helped
then.
us out the window and then
Yeah.
threw us off that roof. And luckily it was in the wintertime, so there was snow there, and they threw us down into a snowbank.
Yeah.
And then the neighbors...
They put us in a car at first.
Yeah,
And wrapped us in blankets. And then the neighbor took us in.
yeah, we spent the
Yeah,
night there.
it
We
was-
both threw up all night because we were throwing up black smoke.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just throwing up smoke, and even after we washed our hair, if you roll over at night, your hair still, you could smell that smell for a
You
while.
could smell that smell and
Yeah.
everything, yeah.
And then
But we were young. I was, 6 and you were 11?
Mhm.
Yeah. We were young.
yeah,
So was it the bang that woke you up? The
yeah,
explosion?
it knocked us out of bed.
I don't
And
remember.
Tommy
in
was
my
in.
case.
Tommy was injured. He had like, it looked like a medicine cabinet, but it held all his airplane model books right up over his head, and that must have come down on him because his head was cut, and they saw blood on the side of my pajama leg that he had been bleeding, but he ran into the living room, and they
He
found.
left us and went in the living room.
Yeah, and they found him under the piano.
In the living
fa-
room. Yeah.
Dad found him.
That's where he died.
Yeah,
But they think the smoke got him first.
yeah.
We were in the upstairs, and the whole upstairs was gone. It just, it fell.
Yeah.
And the downstairs, pretty much, they had to raise the entire building. And
Then when they rebuilt, they built a beautiful glass brick bar. It was very
Yeah.
It was
nice.
the postcard.
Yeah, you had the postcard
Yeah, we had
from
that.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was celebrating that. It was a glass bar.
It was a family restaurant. Even though it was a bar, people could come there with their children. Mom and Dad put up with no bad language. You just didn't have to worry about it back then.
The bar was made out of those glass blocks, which are quite heavy, But he had neon tubes behind it that gave off different light, colored light, and so it was quite attractive, I guess, in its day, kind of deco. But what the heck?
And the
it
front
was
of the
early
building
40s.
had the glass blocks too.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
it was early 40s. So, but I remember one customer came in and he was berating my father for building a bar out of glass. He says, "That's stupid." And my dad said, "Well, it's pretty strong." "Oh yeah, watch this." And the guy hauled off and kicked it. and I believe he broke a toe. And the bar is still there. So